But thank you for your concern.
Always nice to feel welcome.
Exactly.
This conference will now be recorded.
All right, we'll begin with the flag salute. I
pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Welcome everyone to the July 24th Marion County Commission meeting. We begin with public comments. We have Darren for an update on Kansas.
Okay, so I just wanted to let you all know that if you drove by there this morning, you didn't see any traffic control, like I said last week. Donlinger Construction is the sub, and they are currently working over on Highway 50, that project between Peabody Wall and just past the county line. And we got rained out a couple days over there on that, so they asked to move their stuff back. So we're actually not gonna close that north of the highway until Wednesday, and they're gonna start work on Thursday. So I've already notified Co-op and the people that live north of the road in that first mile. So we went out and did that first thing this morning, so.
Appreciate that.
Then also starting Thursday, Co-op and their truck traffic hauling grain out of the facility will start using that new stretch. We could open that stretch today, but I'm not gonna worry about it until the traffic, because nobody else necessarily needs it until Wednesday that they come and do traffic control. So,
Next year or two.
yeah, you weren't here last week, Jonah, but all the brakes we're getting back, that concrete is ultra high strength. We asked for 4,000 PSI concrete, and all the 28-day brakes are coming back, it's 6,500 and higher.
Wow.
So we have real good concrete out there.
Very good.
They got the cleanup done. We still have some cleanup stuff to do on the whole project, but for the most part, it's pretty cleaned up to where we saw it to do.
So when you close north of the highway, you're coming down to 210th and putting a barricade there and making them go on 210th across the
Yes,
west?
we're actually putting barricades up at 290th, just as a warning.
Okay, cool.
Then it's closed 9 miles ahead,
Yeah.
and then at 210th, there'll be a road closed.
Yeah.
And Steve last week already taken out sand and some extra. I didn't drive it this morning. I'm gonna head back out there for a while and drive 210th and J just to make sure. But since we haven't had any moisture, I can't imagine it's.
Yeah, I don't know what those were, when that storm come down through Saturday. Did you get some rain?
I don't know for sure. I didn't check the rain gauge when I got home, but it wasn't like, that next morning I had 40 hundredths.
40 amps.
But,
They might have got some, but not.
It just
But
came quick.
But that
Yeah.
might have been an accumulation through the week.
Well,
Yeah,
I don't know
when
how
you
much
look
rain
out
we
at
got
the
before.
project, it didn't look like it. We had some wind, because it blew a couple of the barricades over, I had reset up, but it didn't
There's
look
some
like we
wind.
had any,
The billboards are all blown out.
South
On
end of
13 Mile
Hillsborough
Road.
had some wind damage, and then south down there, and then of course over on the county line, they lost.
Yeah, several poles.
30, that's.
electric poles.
Just a little west of Hillsborough.
Yeah,
probably,
electricity
yeah.
was off for about 3 hours where I live.
Yeah.
Longer other places.
So, hopefully, you don't have to see me again until we get closer to done, but that's just the minor change for the week.
As long as it's always good news.
But
Yeah.
it's not bad news. So, still planning on, once they start, we should have it back open at the 2-week point, so.
Okay.
If that looks like it's gonna change at all, I'll be right back in here to let you guys disseminate that too. But like I said, we're keeping the immediate landowners or
Right.
property owners that live in that area notified.
Right. Very good. All right.
Okay?
Thank you.
Thank you very much.
Any other public comments? I don't see any online. All right, we'll move into agenda approval. Any additions or changes to the agenda?
I would like to visit with the commissioners about a personnel performance matter.
Okay.
Executive.
Yes.
Can we do that toward the end? Or?
Sure.
Okay. All right. And then we'll move into administrative.
Okay. There are some change orders.
Okay.
board might be interested to know that I now have baby kittens at my house.
We didn't think there was a time there weren't.
Are you advertising them?
If anybody needs kittens, they're 1 day old right now, so I've got 4.
That is a newborn. Fresh cats.
Mhm. Oh, I should just put that out on a sign, fresh cats for sale.
Needing a loving home.
Fresh cats. for
2 of
the
them.
crew.
Groovy. Yeah, it's a groovy.
Fresh cat. It's groovy.
And almost those, yeah.
And cool beans.
I don't say that.
Is the mother a house cat?
The mother is yes, but she's a stray cat that just showed up in our yard, and the kids started beating her outside, and then she followed the dog in through the doggy door, made friends, and just came into the house, so,
Took over.
yeah. And now, then
Self-adopted.
a couple weeks later, I realized probably why she figured out she needed a home.
She needed care.
She did need care.
That's nice.
For her and all
Prenatal- she
her
needed
babies.
prenatal care.
For a cat.
She did.
So you put her on vitamins and all that?
Oh, my goodness.
All right, what next?
Okay, next I have a salary sheets.
Okay, in the treasurer's department, change from custodian to administrative specialist 1. Sherilyn Bowler, 2,581 to 2,491.
That's the starting rate so it's actually a down, a decrease, in case you were wondering.
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. And I have the minutes from July 14th that were in your packet, and then I have the minutes of July 17th, which are on the table there for your review.
Motion to approve first.
Okay.
Was it July?
14.
14th.
Anyway, motion from Commissioner Garing to approve July 14th. Is there a second? Second, Commissioner Balke. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried 5-0. Now we move to July 17th.
I move to approve those.
Okay, motion from Commissioner Crowfoot to approve. Is there a second?
Second.
Second from Commissioner Becker. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Abstain.
Motion carried 4 favor, 1 abstain.
Okay, and there's a signature on line for on the front and the back there.
I read it. It all looks good. But I didn't watch it on playback, so I didn't vote. If I'd watched it on playback, I would have voted.
I have questions.
Thank you. I do have, in your, let's see here. There is an early check, and that is for the closing costs on the 1220 East Main Building, $992.
Okay, is there a motion to approve?
I'll make that motion to approve.
Motion from Commissioner Crowfoot. Is there a second? I'll second it. Questions or discussion? Not all in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, nay. Motion carried 5-0.
That closing was scheduled for 11 this morning, so that is completed. We just have to deliver the check and they have to get the keys and so forth, so. We'll be transferring over utilities and so forth.
When should we discuss the tenant issue?
Whenever you want to, you can do that during administrative time, that's fine.
Is that open or is that closed?
That's open.
Okay.
Unless, you did it under contract negotiation, but you don't have a contract yet, so.
Okay, the building is currently being rented, and they're paying $400 a month rent. Does the commission want to continue to rent to that tenant? Questions on it?
No idea what's in there, or who's renting, or?
Yes.
and-
Do you want, I mean,
It's
Yeah.
household stuff,
Yeah.
Just
I mean,
what?
household,
What,
he's in the process of building a new house.
yeah, we're not, I mean, in my opinion, we're not.
They're just using it for storage?
Yes,
Yeah,
Why not?
Might as well.
yeah,
brings in some $400 a month revenue.
so we get ready to do something, maybe.
We allowed to.
You'd have to give
Be
notice.
landlords.
That, maybe you should talk about that with the attorneys here.
Okay.
So-
I mean, I
so
think-
You probably need a contract.
You do need some sort of an agreement and,
Okay. Consensus to visit with Brad when he gets here. He will be here.
I'm not against it, consensus.
Okay. So we've got the consensus to at least explore the possibility. But that was one question we needed to handle today, whether or not to continue that rental. Otherwise, utilities will be transferred.
we're working on that.
Yeah, everything is the city, gas is Atlas.
Okay.
That should be it. Okay.
Okay, I have a couple more things. Quick question, Commissioner Dolke, were you able to follow up with the city to determine whether everything's been done on that demolition that they need done? Because I haven't paid the invoice for Meadow Creek.
Okay, I will find out. No, I didn't.
Okay.
Forgot about that one.
Okay.
I was supposed to check on something, but I forgot that one. I sure
All
did,
right,
so.
thank you.
Yeah, when you find out, just let you know.
I did see a new hole dug down there, so I suppose that was where the sewer was capped off. That was what I was worried about.
Okay,
I'll check on that.
thank you.
Have to look into that and see.
Well, I think that's where it was.
I have two updates from departments. One was from Marcy about the red trailer, and that was purchased with Homeland Security money, so it is a regional asset. So just letting you know. That's the follow-up on that.
What does the commission think? I mean, we're just, if we're not using it, why do we have it? Let's turn it back, ask them to turn it, see what they want to do with it. I mean, it's just that,
It's outdated, I
well,
mean,
yeah, I mean, it's just, I don't know.
the roof and the tires are good on it, but the inside is not set up for anything useful.
Do you want to put that as an agenda item to discuss when emergency management?
Yes, I guess I'd like to get Marcy's
Yeah.
opinion for sure. If she feels that if we don't need it, it's not an asset to Morgan County, then.
The sheriff too.
Right.
Yeah, that was really who it was for, the first one was sheriff to dispatch out of things.
Yep, yeah, then we don't have to.
Yeah,
store
so
it.
when we did get that, it was emergency management and communications were together, and that was not under the sheriff.
Yeah.
But now the structure's changed, so it kind of involves both of them.
Good.
And then dealing with that subject, all the emergency equipment was still in the barn at the fair. They did not use that building this year. Just for your information.
So they didn't have to move any of the equipment.
Yeah.
Commercial building. Yeah, we got the AC on the other building, so.
Right.
They utilized it as
Oh,
much
yeah,
as.
it was good.
And I haven't had a chance to follow up with the insurance yet about, when I watched the video, so I could understand what everyone was talking about. They because I wasn't in here when you had that discussion. But it sounds like they're requiring special event insurance from the people that are renting.
Correct.
So I'll get more information on that, and it's on my list of things to follow up on. So I just wanted to let you know that that is in progress. I got an update from Josh Hausman, and he said that Road and Bridge said they could put a clutch in the semi, and it would be, the part itself would be about $850. So is that something you wanna move ahead with?
Any opposition to the repair?
It's either fix it or get rid of it.
Well, that's, it ought to be worth more if it's.
As long as it can be utilized around there,
Yeah.
doing something, pulling a trailer around or something.
Okay, then I'm gonna take consensus and proceed with the repair.
Okay. Another update, we received notification that we can now go in and request the second half of our LATCF money, which is that second $50,000 amount. When we do request that, it's usually sent fairly quickly. Do you want that to go into risk management where Scott showed it on the budget, or do you want it, I have a separate fund set up for that, so.
In risk management?
No, I've got a separate, completely separate fund where we were putting that money similar to what we were doing with the other ARPA funds.
This would
So
save you a step.
it doesn't matter to me, so we can do it either way.
You already got that line item set up.
Right.
Put it in the
Well,
budget, put it in risk management.
The budget, yeah, the budget is set up, I'd like to match the budget.
Yeah.
Well, the budget's not final, so we can put that, we can move that on the budget wherever we want, but
I
just,
just don't think that's the place to put it myself.
is there a use for it, or did you wanna use it for something different?
But risk management is flexible, that we could use funds from. Or do you have another suggestion?
Well, no, I just didn't know if you wanna use that money towards helping with the cost of a building, or any maintenance issues, or any other things. If so, then you might just wanna put it in its fund, which is accounted for with the general fund, and then determine what you wanna use it for.
She's already got that
I've got it set
account
up,
number set up, so
we can do it either way.
I'll recommend that we put it with the other money that we already received.
Well, the money we received,
Maybe
I've
general
deposited into that fund, but then the board decided to put it in the general towards
instead.
operations, so that was transferred. So I guess you need to be thinking about what you wanna use the money for. And then you can let me know where you would like it deposited, what fund it goes into. Or I can put it into the LATCF fund until you all make a decision
I
on
would
what you
say
wanna
you
use it
could
for.
move it
Yeah,
there.
it'll have to be transferred regardless. So,
I'd put it there for now and park it.
or we can park it in risk management, whatever you say.
So it's 6 of one and a half a dozen of the other.
I'm good with risk management,
Aye.
just because that's kind of the direction we were headed for, and the mill got raised.
Do you have a motion for that?
Yeah, I'll make a motion that the second LATCF 50,000 be placed in risk management.
I'll second the motion. Motion by Commissioner Gearing, second by Commissioner Mueller, put the funds into risk management. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried 5-0. We got a decision.
Woo-hoo, awesome, good job.
We didn't have to put it off another week.
Okay, and then, in your packet, you have the contract agreement for the, administrative search. There is also a, questionnaire in there, and basically, what I was told is that, John likes to come in person and work with you all to fill that.
Oh, good.
So we
Good.
don't have to do that today, but I would like action on the contract.
Make a motion that authorizes the chairman to sign the contract with the League of Municipalities for the search.
And to approve it.
Motion by Commissioner Gearing, is there a second?
Second.
Second by Commissioner Becker. All those in favor say aye.
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 All opposed, nay. Motion carried 5-0 to approve the contract. And I am glad to hear we don't have to do the question continuing today.
Yeah, me too.
There was a lot of questions. I would ask the commissioners be thinking about those questions, so when the time comes, that they're very, to me, valid, important questions. All right.
All right, I think that's all I have for administrative.
Okay, very good. Krista? Welcome.
Hi. Well, the first thing I have is just an annual contract that we have with the Marion County Special Ed.
Come in on the 1st of August,
Okay,
so,
right around the corner.
yeah.
Good time.
That's really all we got going on right now. I know that we do have, the general public's asking for some culverts to be installed. A lot of them, I would say 90% of them are people requesting a longer culvert or a driveway culvert to be replaced. Nothing real major at this time as far as culverts separating and a crossroad culvert or anything like that. So we're not gonna be able to address those until after blade patch season, so. But we do have got everything ready to go, it's just a matter of getting people to do it, so that's where we're at on that. So hopefully those people that are requesting that type of construction done will be a little bit patient with us, so.
Right.
You guys got any questions?
Got multiple thank yous for 220th, a couple miles that you guys addressed up there.
Right.
Passing that on.
At this time, I would like to go in executive session to discuss hiring of a possible employee. There's some questions I'm not too sure about. Would like the county clerk and the counselor to be in here at the same time.
Okay, how long would you like?
15 minutes. would be fine.
15? I move that we recess into executive session in order to discuss hiring of an
Yes.
individual employee pursuant to KSA 75-4319B, Item 1, Personnel Matters, Non-Elected Personnel, with the commission, Steve, Tina, Brad, for 15 minutes from 1 o'clock to 1:15.
Second.
A second by Commissioner Garing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried 5-0. We'll be back at 1:15.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, we're out of executive session, no actions taken. I do have a motion. I would like to appoint Steve Hudson as interim Road and Bridge Department Director. Effective July 5th.
I'll make that motion.
Okay, motion by Commissioner Crowfoot, is there a second? Second, Commissioner Dahlke. Oh, I'm sorry, Becker.
Becker, Dahlke. Becker, Dahlke.
B-E-C, Becker. Motion by Commissioner Becker, second by Commissioner Dahlke. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried 5-0. Thank you, Steve. You've done a lot of work already, and there's a lot more ahead.
Yep.
So,
Looking forward to it.
Should have had this vote already.
yeah, we got it. Let's do another 10-minute executive session on personnel performance. I move that we recess into executive session in order to discuss personnel performance of an individual employee pursuant to KSA 75-4319B, personnel matters, non-elected personnel, with the commission, Steve, Brad, and Tina, for 10 minutes, 1:20 to 1:30.
Second.
Second, Commissioner Garing. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried 5-0, back at 1:30. You say you have another meeting coming up after this?
I'm a little late, but it's no problem.
This conference
Kate
will
on.
now be recorded.
All right, we are out of executive session, no decisions made. I believe there is a motion.
I'll make a motion to, for a temporary pay increase of 1 step to assist the interim director until a admin specialist 2 or director is hired for the administrative specialist number 2, Victoria James.
from step
For
E8 to E9.
who?
Victoria James.
Okay, Victoria.
So we have a motion, second by Commissioner Dalkey. Motion was by Commissioner Gehring, second by Commissioner Dalkey. Discussion. All those in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay.
Nay.
Motion carried 4-1. Commissioner Becker opposed. All right, anything else, Steve?
No, sir, unless you got anything for me.
All right, we appreciate the work.
Okay.
I know it's terrible busy, but we appreciate it.
Yeah, you bet.
Sure, if you're hot, make sure you got plenty to drink.
Yes, sir. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you. All right, Tina, you had an executive on personnel, 10
For
minutes?
performance.
5 minutes?
5 minutes is fine.
I move that we recess into executive session in order to discuss personnel performance
So it's specific and
of a specific individual pursuant to KSA 75-4319B, personnel matters, non-elected personnel performance. Commissioner Brad and Tina for 5 minutes, 1:35 to 1:40.
Second.
Second by Commissioner Gehring. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Motion carried 5-0. We'll be back at 1:35.
140.
1:40. We went in it.
A lot of this.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, out of executive session, no decisions made. The next one we will have will be potential litigation. I move that we recess into executive session in order to discuss potential litigation pursuant to KSA 75-4319B. Item 2, consultation with our attorney-client privilege. Commission, Brad and Tina for 15 minutes. Let's go from 1:45 to 2 o'clock. Yep. Second by Commissioner Becker. All in favor say aye.
Aye.
All opposed nay. Motion carried. Back at 2 o'clock.
Okay, we're back on.
This conference will now be recorded.
Okay, out of executive session, no decisions made. Brad, good thing you're here today. We had a question earlier. We closed earlier today on the former food bank building. There is a tenant in there currently renting from the food bank, or MAC is the owner. If we continue that rental agreement, we would need if we continue that arrangement, we'll need a rental agreement.
But the question is, can we even rent as a public agency? Can we
Yeah.
rent the building?
We actually can.
Okay.
Yeah.
So that
Yeah.
answer.
That was my concern, that was all I had.
Okay. Is there a consensus to continue the rental arrangement?
Do we need an agreement?
So
Sure.
Yeah,
Sure
because
needs to be
that's
specified.
the, why turn it down?
I guess, like what I'd ask for consensus to continue the arrangement and have Brad draw up the agreement.
Yeah, with the condition that as soon as plans are made and date given,
Yeah.
that they give probably a 30-day notice.
Give
30 day
35
notice
days
or something like that
Yeah.
to get out.
Yeah, I've got a fairly standardized one, no different than
Okay.
municipalities with farm ground or, those types of things where they're holding it for their industrial park. Same kind of deal. It has to be worded a certain way because we are in fact a governmental entity, so it is a not-for-profit, but that's workable.
Okay, so we have a
Is there a
consensus.
time you need that by?
Could you, actually,
Next week.
yeah, I was gonna say next week's meeting. I didn't know if we needed earlier to Tina, but I would think we'd be all right. He can continue for 1 week, surely without the agreement.
Yeah, just so long as his electricity doesn't get turned off before we get it
Correct.
switched up.
We'll make sure that happens. All right, any other business to come before the commission?
I want to congratulate the Hillsborough Fair Board, putting on a good show.
Marion County
Marion
Fair.
County Fair.
Marion County Fair Board.
Yes.
Had good crowds, looked like good weather, and everybody really appreciated the air conditioning.
Good.
I guess a wise investment, it's gonna pay dividends in the future.
Thank you for.
The only thing I'd say, we need to put double doors into the south end of the building.
We need an insulated door, overhead door too.
No, just, well, I don't know about that, but.
Yeah,
we
that
need-
door's in rough shape.
Need double doors for traffic.
Yeah. Yeah.
Very good.
comments, are we in the commission comments?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was gonna tag on that, well, I was actually gonna say something about it. The fair acknowledged Marion County in making the AC a reality, that they gave us credit, thanks.
I had people
donations.
thank me, yeah.
Yeah, there was other things donated too, like labor by certain contractors, but there was, no, I'm not talking about my.
Should've been you.
But there was monetary donations, and they recognized those monetary, and so I just wanted to say it didn't go unnoticed, this board helping them.
Okay, other comments? If not, next meeting is the last day of the month, the 31st, which will be at 9 o'clock, payday and regular meeting. If there's nothing else, I'll move to adjourn. Second by Commissioner Gary. All in favor, say aye.
Aye.
All opposed, nay. Motion carried. We are adjourned. I can give you the details, but it's Byron Lane is the tenant.